Hey there, good morning. This is Jason. Welcome back to Cattywampus Acres. Today we need to get some chores done, like usual. Also, I wanted to say we are starting a new series. And in this new series, what we're going to do is every video we're going to cover a different item that is what we consider an essential homesteading item. And I think we're going to call it Homesteading Essentials. If you follow to the end of the video, I'm going to cover today's homesteading essential. And today's homesteading essential is garden related, and I think it's an awesome product. We are not sponsored by any of these people, and but we just think that it would really help you if you had something and utilized something like this in your own garden, your own farm, your own homestead. As you can hear, we have a lot of animals that are ready to be fed. Let's get into it. Everybody ready to eat? Yeah, I thought so. All right, everybody's ready. Gotta go feed the donkey and the bucks. You ready? You ready? Pedro, you ready? Miyagi, you ready? I thought so. Good morning, everybody. Ladies, gentlemen, ready to go? Next, gotta milk Margie, and she's ready. All right, we're here in the milk barn. We gotta get Margie milked and then get her out and get Tina milked. Margie's an easy milker. If you have goats, you'll know you have your easy milkers and your not so easy milkers. So basic reason we milk Nigerian dwarf goats opposed to getting cows is dwarf goats take up less space, they eat less, they do produce less, but I think the value ratio is actually better. It's sort of like if you go to a convenience store and they do that thing where they say, you know, you can get the small for 99 cents or the 32 ounce, the big old guy, for 5 cents more. Obviously, you can go with the 5 cents more. If you want to learn more about Nigerian dwarf goats and why we raise them, I'm going to put a link up in the top corner so you can check that out. Come on. Tina, here she is. Tina's ready. We use a pretty high quality grain for the girls that are in milk, and we add black oil sunflower seeds to it just to up the fats and oils and keep them nice and healthy. And this is Tina's first time in milk, so she's not quite as good about it. And Tina is really not the friendliest goat anyways. So, if you can hear the little babies in the background, Kenny and Roger, we need to get them fed too. I'm going to get the girls to make some bottles, and we'll get the babies fed too, because there are some hungry fellas. And what you missed in our videos, because we really didn't get a chance to film it because my camera was broken, being fixed at Canon. Tina, obviously, because she's in milk, had babies. And her babies went to a small farm around the corner of us that's just starting up. It's some friends of ours from church, and they are starting their own little farm. And so they took little buckling and a little doeling, and they are starting their own farm with them. If you have any questions about this barn or this milk station or anything, I'll try and remember to put a link up in the top for our goat barn tour. So check that out. That is, after you're done with this one, because you got to see what I got in store. You done? All right, get the heck out of here. We got to get this milk inside and get it filtered and chilled. Steven! We got drunk Steve over here. Come here, dude. We got a cat. We call drunk Steven. His name's Steven, but I call him drunk Steven because he likes to hang out on top of the beer fridge, and he acts like he's drunk all the time. He does the most ridiculous things. Let's see. That's drunk Steven. All right, let's feed these chickens. I hear the little chicks behind me, and so they are hungry too. So we'll make sure Ellery takes care of those little tiny chickens. Ellery's always on little chicken duty. My gosh, back up, man. Nope, 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 nope. All right, chickens are fed. Now, gotta do the piggies. Ladies and gentlemen, we all ready to go? So we've done a couple videos with our pigs, and I'll put a link to our pig playlist up in the top. These are American guinea hogs, and they are amazing foragers. And you can see this area behind me here, what they've done in just a couple weeks. And what I'll do is, let me put a picture of what this looked like before. Ready? It's pretty amazing, isn't it? And what they can do in a couple weeks. I mean, they've pretty much gotten anything of any nutritional value out of here. We don't know what we're gonna do with this area next. Talked about maybe planting some grains out here. Never done that before, but I don't know, we'll see. So we've come to the part of the video that where we talk about our homesteading essential for the day. And today's homesteading essential is this. I'm standing on it. What I'm talking about is this woven garden fabric. This stuff that we have is made by DeWitt, and what I'll do is, we bought it on Amazon. I'll put a link to our Amazon affiliate page in the bottom, and you can purchase it through there, and then anything you guys get through that page looks just like normal Amazon, will actually give us a little tiny itsy bitsy commission. We appreciate you helping out if you don't mind, but if not, that's okay too. You can get it on Amazon. I feel like that's probably the cheapest and easiest way for most people to get it who don't have a huge garden store. So let's take a closer look at this stuff. All right, so this is where we're growing some corn, and as you can see, we got corn coming up through here. That's awesome. And so this is the fabric. This is one of the seams in the fabric that we put in here, and what we do is we basically just fold them together. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to this. This is just the way we find it's easier and doesn't catch the wind very much. We use these big 6-inch garden staples. These things are great, and I will also put a link to these in the bottom. But as you can see, this stuff is pretty impressive. So I brought you down here by our watermelon to show you how pretty impressive this stuff is. And the one thing you need for this is some kind of torch. As you can see, we burn around the edges, and if you don't do that, this stuff will fray because it's just a bunch of woven plastic stuff. But what's nice is, because it's woven opposed to just normal plastic, water goes right through this. And this stuff is supposedly supposed to last between 5 and 10 years, depending on if you pull it up or not. But as you can see, it's doing a pretty good job. Let me tell you the reason that we think this stuff's essential is because if you've ever had a garden before, all you do is weed. And we have currently 0 weeds in this garden, and it's been like a greenhouse in here. It rains, pours rain, and then it's 80 degrees the next day. And so we normally would have a ton of weeds, but in this case we do not, because of this garden fabric. This stuff, in my opinion, makes it an essential. Now, it is about $60 to $70 for 300 feet. The amount of time that this saves you in weeding and caring for your garden is crazy, and it looks gorgeous when it's done. You know exactly where your crops are at. In my opinion, for most crops, it's really good. We haven't done smaller things yet, like carrots. As you can see, we don't do the root vegetables in it. This is our potatoes. It'd be practically impossible to do our potatoes in there. But aside from that, the root vegetables, I think you can grow pretty much anything in this stuff, depending on how big or small you make the holes. Let me show you what this stuff looks like on a roll. So here's our roll that we've been using, and obviously we still have some more garden to do, so we still have some left, and we'll probably purchase some more just to make sure we got plenty. And what's cool is, you see these yellow stripes? These make sure that you have those lovely garden rows. Check that out. And so you can go either in between or right on these lines, and you can keep your rows nice and straight. This is the torch we use. I can see if we can get a link to that, but thing's super handy, and this is what we use to cut and make holes in the fabric. Pretty nice little butane thing, refillable, really handy. These are our garden staples. This is a Magabelli, I don't know. I can't say it. But I'll put a link to these down in our description below. You can check those out on Amazon as well. Here they are, 6-inch garden staples. Very handy, sharp on the end, so they go right through the fabric. And yeah, we hope you'll look into this homesteading essential, because we find that it's been tremendously helpful so far, and I think it's going to be even more helpful in the years to come. If you like this video and you like learning about gardening and homesteading and stuff, give us a thumbs up and give us a comment down below for what you think. I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have subscribed to our channel and all of you who are watching our channel, whether you've subscribed or not. We are up almost to 1,300 subscribers. It's incredible. I never thought we would get 30, and here we are right about 1,300. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Without all of you, we wouldn't be able to pass this knowledge along that we have and we're gaining, and sort of share our journey with the world. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you guys for watching. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel and you're not part of this Cattywampus crew and you want to be part of this Cattywampus crew, please hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you can keep up to date with everything we're doing. Thanks guys, we'll see you in the next one.